Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Welcome to Know the Score with Decker and Dix. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube. Join us live Monday and Friday mornings, or sometimes Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and even an occasional Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, who knows? You can shoot us questions or just send us a comment to set Decker straight. Sit back, enjoy, Know the Score with Decker and Dix now.
We got him.
That's how excited. That's how excited people are for this year's Super Bowl. I think.
Oh man, you know,
super bummed. Is that what we're going to call it?
I mean, I'll probably still watch it. I mean, it's
You
one
will.
of those. I mean, I think all these people out there going, "Oh, I got something else to do now on that Sunday." I'm like, no, you don't. You're still gonna
you'll
watch.
still watch it.
I mean,
You'll still
don't lie. But I mean, it's going to be a good Super Bowl. You hope once again the refs don't get. I mean, yesterday was even on replay. I mean, when you're screwing up replays, it's just like, how do you not give Josh Allen that first down? I mean,
I thought he had it. The one referee thought he had it, and then all of a sudden the other guy overruled him who couldn't see it.
The broadcaster says, "Oh, he's got it," and then they show the top view, and Tony Romo's like, "Well, this guy's ahead of the 40. This guy's coming in," and then they just like go with the guy behind the first down.
At that point, I shut it off. I said, "Chiefs are going to win." And my wife goes, "How do you know?" And I said, "Ask Nolan." She just kind of chuckled.
I went down to Deadwood. He had a basketball tournament. So we went down to Spearfish, it was in Sturgis, Spearfish. And then we went in there, meet up with Josh on Sunday morning. So I thought, got to get my bets in. So I'd have won some really good money if the Skins would have stayed with it. The Commanders would have stayed within 6 points, but called both overs, but didn't win any money. So
betting is not a good thing to do, buddy.
No, well, I didn't spend a lot of money, which is nice. Usually I just spent a little bit. So wasn't too bad.
How did his team do on the?
It's kind of a rough weekend. So
was it?
Yeah, it's been kind of a rough couple weeks. So these girls we're going to give them a few weeks off, and then we're going to get back at it.
Okay.
So they've been kind of. We don't have chance for practices and all that. Where you're going down against these all-star teams down there that probably practice 5 nights a week.
5 nights a week. So you guys got the crowd going around in your part of the world?
A little bit. I think our girls didn't really have it, but our upper varsity, junior varsity, every night it's like sitting in the huddle. It's like, what's wrong? I can't breathe.
Yeah.
And they're like shaking, high-fiving. I'm like, no, I'm good.
No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Yeah. So no, we've got that going on here. Sammy couldn't wrestle on Saturday. He had a little upset tummy, threw up in the middle of the night, and then he threw up a couple times in the morning, and then he just.
That's a pretty good defense, though, man. You get him out on there and say, "Hey, I threw up this morning. Let's go."
Yeah.
I got a little bit left in me. Let's go.
So it's funny because Friday night we were just sitting around the dinner table, and Becky's like, "God, he looked like he was a little bit on the just grayish color, but he just got home from wrestling practice. So it's like, well, maybe kind of just warm from wrestling or whatever. And then the next day he was sick. So hopefully it doesn't go around anywhere around us. So, but we're good. What you got though? You got a little.
Well, I switched it, but now there's.
Yeah, that's just your angelic halo going on there.
See, I can just cover up myself and wear my hat.
Yeah.
So working on something like this. Oh, go ahead. I was just going to say we're got some exciting things come up with Decker and Dix with possibly some new artwork, maybe.
Got some new artwork coming.
Yeah.
Got some new artwork coming. We're getting close to making more money. So make sure you like and follow us on Facebook. We're so close. So close. Yeah, use that one. That one's better. I couldn't think about it.
I know. Well, you're doing it too every once in a while when you're moving. But
I know.
It's the lighting. I know.
Yeah. We got voices for radio. We know
we've had some good followers here in the last couple weeks. Picked up steam a little bit. Anybody that checks in with us or watches us, any questions for us, anything you want us to talk about, we'll talk about your dog if you want. I don't care. I mean, hey, you gotta know the dog first, but
yeah. Well, we know a lot about dogs. We both have them. So no, and we've been crushing it on YouTube, and we've been crushing it on X too. So we're getting there.
Facebook's starting to.
Thanks to all of our followers and listeners and all that stuff. So continue on, and like Nolan said, if you got a question, comment, drop it to us. We'll talk about it. We don't have a problem. So,
and I'm kind of a little disappointed in ourselves, Chad. We never did our where the coaches are going. We kind of let that, even though not too many coaches have been hired, but we kind of dropped the ball on that a little.
Yeah. The only one that really surprised me was Schottenheimer to Dallas. I mean, that one was,
yeah. And McCarthy's still out there, so
but who's gonna what's open yet? The Saints?
Saints are open.
Because
there's
Vegas
one other one that
Vegas got Pete Carroll. Jets got Glenn. Bears got Johnson. Jacksonville got Cohen from Tampa.
Yep.
Who else is out there?
Yeah, I was gonna say what else is out there. I don't think there's much else out there.
Just the Saints, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
So who's going to Saints? McCarthy? You think he gets the Saints?
I would think McCarthy would have a job.
He would?
I think he would.
Yeah.
I don't think he's, and the Bears hired Dennis Allen, the old defensive coordinator from former coach.
Yeah.
And then, we lit it up on the hit the headlines with our hiring of our offensive coordinator, the tight ends coach from Denver. So
nobody knows who that is, right?
No.
It's like what Ben Johnson's gonna be calling all the plays.
Well, and then of course on X, I'm going through last night. I see it, and then all of a sudden here comes some guy. How the Bears are racist, and they're like, "What do you mean you're racist?" Yeah, they hired a guy named D-Clan. I'm like, okay. I'm like, wow. Okay, if we're gonna go down that road, then it was.
Who was the guy that? Here's your sign. Who's that guy? Who is that? Here's your sign.
Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, here's your sign.
I don't know. So, and then so I saw earlier on X last week, and this it made me think a little bit, but none of the Vikings assistants left that I know of. I mean, not the major ones. What does that say about your assistants? What does that mean to you, Nolan?
What about the sit? I was looking at my X there.
Brian Flores is still here. Josh McCown's still here. I can't think of their offensive coordinator, even though he doesn't call the plays. But
you're saying like,
they're not good enough to get head coaching gigs or what? And I've said Flores all along. Flores all along.
He's not going to get another head job.
I think he will. I just don't think that Tua stuff's got to be a year out, man. He said some mean things, but he did the right thing. He came out and said, you know what? I messed up. I've grown up. I'll go from there. Does that make him really want to make the best defense ever and just kind of go out there and say, okay, this is what I can do? I don't know. Another name you don't hear as much. Whatever happened to Eric Bieniemy? Whatever happened to him? Remember,
he vanished.
Prospect and nothing.
But I was surprised that when the Bears hired Antoine Randall L. I'm just like, they were saying how good of a coach he is, and I'm just like, I knew he was coaching in Detroit, but
he's he was a quarterback and a receiver, right? So he's kind of got So he's that was a good move. And Detroit, man, they just can't accept that they lost. I mean,
I know
the stages of grief for them are lasting. They'll last until next year. So I think it's funny. It couldn't happen to a better organization.
Well, even if they go 7-10 next year, it's going to be injuries or we had the hardest schedule
they've got an excuse for everything.
I put on there before, I said, you know what, you guys have been losing for 50 years. did you forget how to lose over these last 2 years? I don't think
Yeah.
they have. I mean, put the bags back over your heads like you were doing when you were 0-16.
Yep.
And learn how to win.
Just get used to wait until next year. Just get used to it.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
Well,
what
and like the thing I sent you yesterday, and I haven't put that out on X yet, but I'm walking through Walmart, and all on X, people are like, "Yep, Bears want to be like Detroit because they're hiring all of our coaches. It's always about Chicago wants to be like Detroit." I'm just like, "Oh, stop!" And I comment on it. So I'm walking through Walmart, the pizza section, and I see Detroit style pizza.
yeah.
Now, Chad and I have heard of Chicago style pizza.
Well,
Never heard of Detroit style. Have you?
yes, I have.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh,
It's been around for a while, but
no. Still, I think Chicago style pizza was here before.
I would much rather have a Chicago style pizza than a Detroit style pizza. But then again, I've never met a pizza that I didn't like.
Well, that's true. I didn't buy one. I didn't want to help out the city of Detroit or anything.
Yeah, the crust is all right, brother. You would like it. I know your pizza. I know your pizza habits.
Oh boy.
You would like it, but
I thought that was kind of comical when I saw that. I'm like, I'm gonna send this one to Decker.
Yeah, no, that was a good one. I chuckled. I knew where you were going.
Yeah.
I knew where you were going. So kind of fun looking at some of the free agent predictions. I don't know, have the Bears been linked to any big name player?
I haven't seen. I mean, we're at the stage in our life right now, Chad, that people can't get past that the Bears signed DeAndre Swift to save $4 million and not sign Saquon Barkley. So we're at that right now. So people are just going to have to realize, like, you know what? You don't hit on every free agent. Right. Yeah, so they were driving the price up, blah, blah, blah. But, I don't know.
So let's send Jaden to Chicago and Caleb goes to the Commanders. How do their seasons differ if that happened this year? So
I don't think there's much of a difference. I really don't.
I don't.
No.
I think the Skins still make the playoffs with Caleb.
Yep.
And I think Jaden Daniels has a pretty decent season. Could they have won a few more games? Maybe. I don't know.
The Washington season and the Chicago season was made on that Hail Mary.
Yeah. And I'm generally happy for the Washington fans because what they went through with that owner and all the stupid stuff he did. And,
man, he ain't happy. He ain't happy watching this success. Finally out of there. Now they're going back to the deep in the playoffs. And
that tells you something, buddy. What does that tell you? It's all about culture. And I think the Bears, although it's tough for me to say, I think the Bears culture will change a little bit. I think they'll be a good team next year.
Yeah.
The NFC North is going to be a tough division next year, as it was this year. The Bears were no easy out. I mean, they weren't an easy win for anyone.
And all four of us have very tough schedules. I think all four of us are in the top 6, I think, of hardest schedules.
That's crazy.
So,
but again, you don't go off of what the hardest schedule says.
I got that on X.
Is that what people wanted to see?
That's the one that I was like, no, I don't think so. I would have liked to have seen Buffalo in there. Viking fans probably don't want to see Buffalo go in there and win a Super Bowl.
No, I wanted them to go. I just wanted Chiefs to not be there.
Yeah. I'd have liked to have seen, if Washington, like I told you before, if Washington and Kansas City would have been in there, X would have blown up on literally the 2 quarterbacks that the Bears passed over in the Super Bowl. Yeah. It's like, yeah. And other teams also passed over these same 2 quarterbacks, except for Daniels. Mahomes was passed over by how many teams?
Right, a lot, yeah.
9.
So I mean, it's there. It's there. Well, good for the Chiefs.
Yep.
And they won't let it finish in a tie. So who do you want to win? If you had to pick today, Nolan, I know who I would take.
I'd take Philadelphia.
I'd take the Chiefs. I can't stand
really.
it. Yeah, Philly is just too much.
Are we going to get Mr. Cohen on?
He said he will try. He's kind of busy. He's been doing a lot of traveling, so this is prime time for him right now.
There was a guy that I just got an email from last night, and I didn't know what our schedule was going to be, so I didn't want to. But it says, does anybody want to do an interview with this? I think he's the Philadelphia Eagles official chaplain, or I don't know what it is, but he like, and I was like, yeah, let's bring him on. But then
the
Didn't get
language
her
you
done.
use, the chaplain might not. We'd be like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
yeah.
So
It's like, where'd he
I've
go?
asked a few others. So we've got a few that might be coming on. A little higher.
Yeah, I can get
quality.
my other Eagle fan on, Mitch, the one that was on earlier in the year.
And we can get some higher quality guests coming on. So we've got we're getting a little bit more of a reach now, brother. So we can get
Yeah.
out there and get some bigger names.
Well, let's
per
hope.
se.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough when you start with two guys right off the bat. One's a baseball agent and the other one's a high-powered attorney throughout the United States.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough to beat those.
Well, it is.
Two, brother.
Yeah. That is for sure. But,
Yeah. So
so Super Bowl.
So you got
couple
baseball
weeks.
season around the corner. Yeah. Well, you want to talk about
Pro
baseball?
Bowl.
What are we going to talk? Huh?
I said Pro Bowl games next weekend.
That's a hey Roger right there. Nobody cares about the Pro Bowl game.
Yeah, but I heard 8 weeks ago that the Vikings are going to be playing in those games. Yeah, yeah, they are. They will be there.
Who'd you hear that from? You didn't hear that from me. Yeah.
No, I didn't hear that from you.
You need to take a week away from
it.
X.
I know.
You need to take a week away from X, my brother.
Yeah.
So you excited about your Dodgers this year?
Yeah. Yep. I'll do my usual. I'll watch a little bit at the beginning, and then I'll watch if I have time during the summer. And then once September hits, then I kind of sit down and start watching games.
Yeah. Is Kershaw done, or is he coming back this year?
I think he's coming back. He wants to go, I think, one more year, and that's going to be my goal.
Okay.
Twins, unfortunately, are out in LA this year. I was hoping that LA would be in Minnesota, but
Well, we could go to LA.
Yeah, we could.
Get the Randy Newman song.
But remember, the Dodgers play in Milwaukee. They play in Kansas City, St. Louis, Denver. I don't think we really want to go out to California.
Yeah,
So-
no. I'd rather go out east and see like them play the Mets or something. If they're out in the East Coast, Mets.
Yeah.
or If they're playing the Orioles during the what do they call it? Interleague. What do they call that?
Yeah, interleague play. Yeah.
The interleague play. Yeah. So I don't know. So
Nope. So other than that, yeah, baseball right around the corner. They start. I had it written down here. Regular season. Now this is where, back in the old days, which wasn't too long ago, Chad, 10 years ago, they had an official opening day. Everybody opened on a majority of them opened on like a Monday. You took Monday
Tuesday
off.
after, Monday after.
I took Mondays off, and people are like, "Well, you take Monday?" I said, "I'm watching 3 games of baseball, man. This opening day. This is my opening day."
Yeah.
So then they
Right,
started.
right.
Now this year, they've got Dodgers Cubs, March 19th and 20th, and then we've got
Over
a
in
whole
Paris.
week of preseason or exhibition, and then the season officially starts for everybody else on March 27th.
Yeah. Are they over in Japan this year again, or where? Are they at?
I don't know. I'm not sure where they're at, but I just find it weird. I mean, you got 2 regular season games just popping up, and then they come back to the United States and have 5 more preseason games, and it's just like,
It's
Twins are at the Cardinals for the first series. That'll be a tough one at the Cardinals, and Tigers are at the Dodgers for the first series. Are you going to show me how to flip that thing upside down without
No, but this is
flipping
what baseball overseas is. Just like football's trying to get overseas, all that stuff. Just more money to make, buddy.
Well, I know they're talking like NFL. They're talking about having games like Wednesday,
Every
Thursday,
week.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We'll take
Right.
Tuesday off. It's like, I mean, scheduling that would be tough. I mean,
Well, did they already have NFL Europe? Isn't that where Kurt Warner made his name, kind of,
I
sort
think
of?
so. Yeah.
And it failed. So why are they going to try and go back over there? I get having a game over there once in a while. That's pretty cool, But
Now, are the Bears and Vikings going over there this year in London, or is it just the Bears?
I don't know, buddy.
Vikings went this year, right?
I think it's just the Bears. Vikings have done it enough. Nope, They went last year. They went like 2
Oh,
years
last
in a row.
Oh, okay.
Or
Okay.
maybe they did. I don't know. I don't remember.
Who knows? Who cares, right? It's over.
Yeah. So
NFL season is done.
there's
We'll
that.
talk more about the Super Bowl next
Yes, it
week.
is. It's over.
We got baseball coming up.
Will.
Basketball's in full
Maybe a
swing.
little college.
Jacob
college
went out to
basketball. We'll talk
the
about that.
Twin
See where
Cities this weekend, and
What
took in
happened?
a
I'm
couple.
sorry.
I said Jacob took in. I went out to the Twin Cities this weekend for a little little mini vacation, and he had went to the guy on. I can't never remember that comedy name. Sal from. Can't think of the name now. Those four guys three guys sit behind a camera and they got an earpiece in their head
Cutting out
or in
on
their
me.
ear.
My internet must be messed up.
I said, Sal is, there's four guys three guys are in back and one guy goes out and they have an earpiece in his ear saying, okay, you
You're
have
froze,
to say
buddy.
this. I'm not froze. You're froze. I think you're froze.
I can't. I'm froze. I think I am. It's like, whoop, I'm stopped.
Yep.
I don't know. Play the old music, brother.
Are we done?
We'll talk again. Yeah, I got it. I can tell my computer up here in the corner. Right up here. It's got the internet thing and it's got like a half a bar.
Here we are.
I'm going to start doing them from home again.
A couple of silver spoons, hoping to find we're two of a kind.